We have 8 in spec.
All right, here we go. All right, so as usual, everybody crouch for the demo. I am going to either roll out to the left, which I will call to the ramp side, or I will roll out to the bats to the right side. So, and then the soldier, you're going to use the whip. You're going to whip out our combo and everybody else that you can, and so we can get out there more expeditiously. I might call out or do the main too. A lot of teams like rolling out to the main. So if we're going to roll out to the main, we'll come this way, just right through here, and that'll be the shutter. So I might say main or shutter for that rollout. So basically, we need calls to where they're at. Are they ramp side? Are they bats on their rollout? Or are they coming shutter or main too? I think maybe this time we'll start off going main and just see how that goes. Be careful minis. You see minis here. You'll see minis there. You'll see minis on the roof. If minis are a big problem, then earth you can go direct hit to take them down. A lot of teams will build their dispensers around here, or back here, tellies here, tellies here, tellies wherever, all different places there. So watch for pushes underneath too. Sometimes teams might rotate and just call it they're all coming under and come through here. So I would say, Grandpa, why don't you haunt the bottom here? And if you're going to get overwhelmed, you see more of them than you are of us, then just call it, hey, they're all coming at the bottom, or we got 3 underneath, so we can adjust accordingly and counter that. As demo, I might put rollers or stickies or whatever around there. And we're going to be running crits full time in this, Sam. So I need you joined at the hip. So if I say, get ready, okay, don't be back here healing people. That means I just need complete focus on me, and we're going to get ready to make our move. And I need a soldier and a heavy, scout, pyro. You guys are ready to roll in if I go down to the sniper. Go ahead, Sam.
That was me. What map is this? Sorry.
Ashville.
My Mac wasn't up. I wasn't sure.
Okay, Ashville, are you coming in a little bit?
Yeah, after this dungeon.
All right. So Sam, I think last time when we were doing crits, you got distracted or something, and I'd start pushing in, and I'd look, and you'd be way back there. So I need you to really listen to when I say get ready, and also make your calls at 80, 90, 100. Once we hit about 80, nobody die. Be very careful, and then also try to position, if you're a combo player, try to position yourselves near the medic and the demo. And it's really important that you guys call out where the med is. So I need exact positioning on this map. So I need to know if he's at the bottom of the ramp, if he's up at the top ramp, or he's wrapped around to the side by crate. So you could say he's way up, wrapped around the side of the ramp to the left. This is barrels, by the way. See snipers here, heavies here. And then if they're up in the bats, okay, I need exact calls. So last time we were able to get them, like if they're back behind here, we'll call this fence 1. This is fence 2 right here. Okay, we'll call these the close crates. I think there's more crates somewhere. We'll get the barrels back here. We'll have the pack. So you can say the bats, he's all the way back by the pack. Bats, he's by the barrels over here. You can say bats, he's by the stairs. You can say bats, he's behind fence 2. Bats, he's behind fence 1. That's all about the med. Okay, and then as we're pushing in, our scout may want to come through from, if he's watching under, you know we were getting ready to crit, you might want to come through around here and just go for picks as they're backing up. Or maybe you can even get the med. He hopefully will be hurt and that sort of thing. Any questions to this point? Okay, these are fans right here. So you got fans right here. And 8-kit might be building up. Where do you like building 8-kit on Ashville?
Minis.
Yeah, but where do you like building? Location?
Everywhere. Wherever.
So you put some up in the top roof. I know that's a pain in the ass up in the roof because they're harder to hit. And then in the see minis too in these bushes, that works pretty good. And so if we're going to crits in, what we might do, it's a little bit more risky. We might try to come in through main and then wrap behind them. If they don't see us, you can really destroy them that way. And then Sam, what we're going to do if we're going to crits the ramp, Then we're going to hug this side. Come in, hug here so they don't see us, and then use. I'll call use. Don't use until I call use. And then once I call use, then I'll start heading them off at the pass as they're trying to get out of Dodge. That's the plan. Then everybody else come in and then go for picks. And if we're going to go bats, then we're going to hug this side. Over here, I'll get ready, use. And if they're behind there, I'll put some high lobbers up there too. Then I'll put some pretty high up there behind fence two there. And if they all start backing up, we may come right up against this wall so I can get a better angle or up here and try to bomb the crits onto them. So a lot of teams like putting sentry guns behind the shutter, behind the mini, our mini here, or you'll see level 3 sometimes here. And if we ever do that, our pyro can detach and watch the NG, have homewrecker ready to go too, and use homewrecker. And what we want to do, if we're going to go for their sentry gun, is maybe our heavy or demo or a spy, whatever. You can come right up here close. As soon as that door opens, you got a gun in your face, and it's usually pretty easy to take down. Or I'll put a trap right along the bottom. If they open it, hopefully the trap can go deep enough. Sometimes they have a gun back pretty far, and it's hard to hit. So we'll just have to play that by ear. And then if their gun is a problem, then again, Earth, you're going to go direct hit and work your sentry gun. Our flank is going to go opposite wherever our combo rolls out. So if our combo rolls out bats, then you guys are going to come out and you guys are going to work onto the ramp side, or vice versa. If we roll out the ramp, then you guys are going to go up here. If we roll out the main, okay, why don't you guys go ahead and go into the bats? That's a little more typical. And you guys can try to dominate the top of the roof there. Good intel is really important, so we know exactly where their med is, what they're doing. And sometimes I'll go in deep. Sam, if I go in too deep, just say detaching. It's one word, detaching. And I'll just keep pressing on and seeing what I can get. I'll probably go until I die to the death. But that doesn't mean you have to follow me all the way and then die too. You can go back and start healing heavy and whatnot. So I think you have a pretty good sense of when to get out of dodge. And sometimes you'll say, I'm not following you, but just say detaching. That's cool.
I'm sometimes fine with trading my life if that means giving a few more seconds for vital crits, too.
Yes, as you should. I think what you should hang with me until the crits is done. And then once the crits is done, then you have to make a decision. Do I go ahead and press ahead with him, or am I going to get out of dodge?
It's just
Just
that
say
I've seen
detaching.
this happen so many times where, like, they come... There's a lot of them coming on the flank, and I'd like to try to get out alive, obviously. And so maybe sometimes detaching from you is a better play than trying to keep going with you there.
Right.
Especially if they're coming on the
I agree.
flank.
It's situational. But on the other hand, if we get 4 or 5, you know how long it's going to take them to regroup. So by
Yeah.
then, we're usually going to have crits again.
Well, and then that also makes room for a spy if the pyro's not about, and we get the pyro. Them being scattered and disorganized gives our spy maybe hopefully a chance to get their medic again, and or another really key target.
Yeah, yeah. So that sounds good. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, and then heavy, Elon, you know the locations and where to hang out and that kind of stuff. Usually, if we're on the ramp side, you're hanging out right around here, and you're the anti-aircraft, so you really need to watch for jumpers and also periodic spy checks behind you. You just whip around and fire off 3 or 4 bullets. Make sure you're not highlighting a spy.
Right.
And so you're kind of responsible for jumpers. If the scout, if you're not below and you see him jumping, you can help with that too. As demo, I'm probably not going to hit him up in the air, not likely. So soldier, maybe you can pick them off as they're jumping too, or help us dish out some damage. And then Murloc, what are your plans for this?
I like to usually roll out on the right side on the bats to try and get the sniper, but the problem is that like we usually don't hold our bats very well. So then I just rotate and hold with the combo as best I can.
Okay. Hang on a sec here. Okay, we're going to play both on our server. I was just talking to their leader real quick. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, just work your magic there, and then let's see here, Danimal, you're going to be hanging with the combo. So one of the things I've heard is you start getting a little bit too much roamy. So if they have a good spy, we'll probably tighten your leash. If their spy's not that great, then you can probably afford to be a little more roamy. Does that make sense?
Sounds good.
Yeah, and just be ready with your home records to support the NG. If you see the tele zap, hey kit, you should call out your gun zap or tele zap and see if they can save you, or maybe save you the effort of rebuilding something, and or the dispenser as well. You about done, hey kit? We're about ready to start here.
I'm about to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, if our pyro is going to be more roaming, then he might want to use a power jack instead of the home wrecker, because if he's roaming a lot, then obviously he's not going to be able to home wreck anything.
Depends on, yeah. Go ahead.
Shouldn't our pyro be like with the combo at almost all?
He should. Yeah, why don't you start off with the combo? Let's just see how big of a problem the spy is. And then maybe the next round or
But
something.
it's not even the pyro. During Ubers, if he comes with, like, since he's with the combo, he won't die out. And if he comes with the Uber, then he will be able to push people back away from the medic or like kill people who are trying to.
Well, he's not going to be Uber. We're using crits 100%.
Well, I'm not. I didn't mean Uber. I meant crits. Because like.
Well, oh yeah, air blast him back. Right.
Yeah, buy me room and time.
If they use crits, I can shut them down. But almost every single time I'm with combo and they Uber, I'm pretty much the first one that goes down, just because I'm an easy target.
Yeah, if we have crits. If we have Uber, then you should be.
No, if the enemy team runs Uber at any point in time, I'm always the first one to die.
Because you're the one that slows them down.
Yeah.
Right. But just for most maps, like Upward we're playing and stuff like that, you should take Uber if they're Ubering in as pyro, assuming we have Uber, not crits, and then you're protected. Because I like when a team Ubers in, I like to see our pyro get taken, just to air blast them back and forth. So Uber ideally renders it useless, and then we go back to being even. So okay, and then what are your plans, Earth?
Probably just hang around their vats. That's about it. They have a sentry, such a direct hit.
I'll most likely be with Earth most of the time, unless like, if we get pushed back, then I'll go to lower.
Okay, I need someone watching lower, so I'd like you there if we can.
Oh yeah.
And then,
I'll be watching lower, but like if they're pushed back really far, and then I'll.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, if you come out, and one thing you can do too, if they're pushed back pretty good, is you come out and get picks in the back, or behind them, or flank them. And then if you take a lot of damage, just get out of dodge, right?
Yeah.
And then how about you, Volans? What's your plan?
Nothing overly special. Just focus the sniper mostly because this is a pretty heavy sniper map, and then just rotate combo and see if I can do anything.
Yep, and if the pyro's too strong, then you can start working the flank. And I would say, if their sniper's not that good, then you might want to start focusing the med, because this is a little bit of a war of the meds, being it's a Koth map too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Is there anybody that I forgot? Any questions on positioning? Any questions in general? Hey, Kit, where do you usually like building the tele entrance, to the left or the right side of spawn as you're coming out? Hey,
Left side. Sorry, I was.
Left side. Okay.
Yeah, I was playing with Brazilians because I'm now on a Brazilian Islander team, and I use open mic, so I'm not used anymore to like.
All right. So go ahead and join when you can. I'm going to give them the connect info. Anyway, so yeah, tele will be in the left side.